Big Bacon. Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to another thrilling episode of Big Bacon's Collection, coming to you from the secret underground bacon bunker. Today, we're going to be reviewing the 50th anniversary Storm Shadow. This is a recreation or mock-up of the original version 2 Storm Shadow from the Vintage Collection. This figure came in a 2-pack with Spirit. Okay, maybe I should rephrase that. I didn't get this in a 2-pack with Spirit. I bought this loose from my buddy Rob down at Peddler's Post in Boulevard, Missouri. If you stop in, let him know Sparky sent you. This figure came so complete, it even has file cards. So if you want to read that real quick, go ahead and pause, take a quick look. Comes 2 separate cards. Each card has 2 separate sides. You know, just in case some of us are so educated we speak 4 languages. So let's start with the accessories and we'll move on from there. So the figure comes with 2 separate backpack accessories, one being this quiver with a loose arrow. Now, it does peg on here. A couple of different ways you can do it. But no matter what, something's going to look odd about it. It's either going to stick up too high back here, or if you get it to fit back even here, it's going to stick out on the bottom down here. It's just, it's a funky looking setup. Now this loose arrow is done in sort of a gunmetal gray. It's got a knock point back here in the back, but the bow has no string, so that makes no sense. The red paint looks like it was loogied on instead of like sprayed on. And the same is true for all of the flights. I mean, it's just like somebody splashed it instead of spraying it. So that's one backpack option that you have. The other is this one here, which I'm having a heck of a time trying to keep closed. So, pegs into the back. Has slots on both sides for the katanas, rope underneath. It opens up with other ninja accessories inside, grappling hook, carabiners, climbing claws, sewing knives. You know, the basics that everybody carries in their purse. Comes with a set of 2 katanas. Both of these blades have some silver painting. I mean, not a lot of detail to the blade itself. The handles have the same gray coloration as the camo pattern on the figure, and it has red dragon heads at the ends. We have a single battle claw. Black blades, nicely sculpted. Very Wolverine looking. This actually just hooks right into the hand, and then this part here flips over the wrist. We have a length of rope because, well, if you've ever seen Boondock Saints, you know you never know when you might need rope. We have a collapsible tactical bow, which I don't like. There's no clear indication on handle position. Looks like the arrow's supposed to knock up here somewhere. But there's nowhere to put the thing. You can't peg it in anywhere. It doesn't latch onto anything. It's just sort of lost in the sauce. So now that the accessories are done, not done. 50th anniversary came with the 25th figure stands, but with gold paint on the raised emblem. And Unless it's a Dollar General, as always, the name is right there on the front. So let's take a look at the Storm Shadow, as I like to call him, liver disease jaundiced Storm Shadow. Now, the sculpt work on this figure is really great. You got multiple folds and sags and wrinkles, like actual cloth would set. The figure is done in white, with this gray, strange camo pattern on top of it. Now, you get up here to the face, and yeah, this headpiece was cast in white plastic, and they kind of painted the white, or the skin tone in there. And yeah, it's leaching through a bit in certain spots. But the sculpt itself is nice. Skin tone's got this like strange yellowish color. Got this undergarment, which is also heavily painted. I mean, like they caked the paint on. Okay, forearms were cast in skin tone and painted white. Nope, I take that back. They were cast in white, and the skin tone was painted, but they didn't paint all the way up the arm. So you got a section of white right there at the very top. And down here near the wrist in a couple of spots, you could see the white kind of peeking through. Same thing on this arm. Although he does have that nice Arashikage emblem over here. The belt is black plastic. It's a separate piece, and it is removable, but as always, if you remove something that's pegged on, it's a pain in the butt to get back on. Some sort of strange paint thing going on with the knee area over here. I don't know if it's something scraped on it or if there was more to it and it scraped off. Kind of hard to tell. Guy's got the bamboo wrapped around his shins, tied on with rope. Done in sort of an off-white color. I like that. And as always, it's better to have ninja toe than camel toe. So let's move on to the articulation. The head is on a ball joint, but it actually has up and down that movement. It's got tilt and turn. Shoulder hinges up well above 90. Rotates all the way around. Single jointed elbow. Comes up less than 90. And there's rotation at the elbow point. The wrist has a rotation point. This side has a vertical hinge to it. This side has a horizontal hinge. Mid-torso cut allows for twisting. A little bit of forward, not really any back. And no real tilt. Leg comes up that high, comes out that far, which is kind of disappointing for a ninja. Okay, we've got a double jointed knee, one of which is pinless. That's strange. Okay, we've got no kind of lower cut. We do, however, have a hinge going back that far, forward that far, and there is a rocker on this. Okay, everything I've said bad about 4-inch Joe articulation, it looks like 50th anniversary said, screw you, we're proving you wrong. So let's get him geared up. We'll start by fighting him to get him on the sand. His pegs are really tight, which I'm not going to complain about. Okay, let's sew his rope over his shoulder. Got the backpack in there. Got the swords sheathed in. Let's give him his combat claw. And I think the rest of the accessories I will store. And there we have it. 50th anniversary Snake Eyes. So let's get him onto the shelf. As you can see, I've started another shelf, but haven't quite gotten to finishing it yet. And there you have it. I just realized, even on my own shelf, I've got 2 Storm Shadows already. And this is just a small portion of them. Alright everybody, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, comment, like, share. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time.